Welcome to Your Cochrane Right Now. This is a weekly podcast all about the best town in the world, Cochrane, Alberta. As always, I'm joined by Lauren Meister. My name's Eric Ruddle. And Lauren, one of the biggest events in Cochrane went down this past weekend, the Labor Day Parade, the 54th annual Labor Day Parade. And it was so nice seeing the return of the parade to normal levels. There were so many people out.
There was. They said over 50 entrants, but honestly, it felt like it was even bigger than that.
Yeah.
The streets were lined up, and you and I mean, well, on my way into work that day, because you and I met at the station,
Yes.
streets were blocked off. I couldn't get anywhere near the station, so I had to park I should have just stayed at home and walked into work. I had to hoof it from miles away. And then we walked all the way to downtown Cochrane. But you could see so many people lined up with their lawn chairs.
Now, did you feel like a celebrity? Because we posted something up on our Facebook page, and the guy who blocked you out from driving your vehicle was like, "I'm so sorry, Lauren. I would have let you in if I knew it was you."
I didn't feel like a celebrity because I feel like if I was a celebrity, he would have let me through.
Let you in.
Yeah, because you got through with a marked vehicle.
Yes, I had
right?
and even then I had to talk my way. Erica was there, and she's the president of case. I was like, "Erica, please let me in," and she's like, "I don't know. I'm in a marked truck."
I'm with Cochrane now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's where I went wrong. Yeah. I just was driving my own vehicle.
No.
I should have had the Cochrane Now vehicle, and then maybe I could have got through. But anyway, it worked out. We got there on time, and holy moly, it was so good.
Oh, man. And just the amount of people who... It was kind of confusing because we were set up on the Rocky View Hotel second balcony.
Yeah.
Awesome bird's eye view. But around us, the crowds weren't huge. But apparently just down the street, the one way, people were stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
We talked to Case and they're like, this was the best turnout we've had in years.
Yeah, that's what, I talked to Kaylee later on that afternoon, and she said that as far as the onlooker perspective goes, this is as big as they can remember because as far as the people participating in the parade, it's still not back to what the 2019 numbers were at. So they're still kind of working on building the amount of floats and whatnot in, but they were super pleased with all of the people who came out to watch it. And it was so colorful. I just love seeing all the effort that people put into the floats.
Oh, yeah. But I do have a bone to pick, and that is with the Ghostbusters. They were not there.
I know. We were told that they would be.
We were told Ghostbusters were coming in the Ecto 1. I was most excited to see them, and they didn't show up. I don't hold that against anyone in Cochrane. I'm saying the Ghostbusters let us down.
Well, maybe they had to go fight some
Bust
ghosts
some ghosts.
or someplace. I don't
No
know.
excuses. This is a huge event.
It's the parade, right?
But being up on the second story, it was something I've never experienced before. Either we've been in the parade or out along the side there. And it was really, really cool to see it from a different angle. And like you said, just amazing participants. I got to give a huge shout out to the Filipino community float. They had Jazzy on the front, amazing
So
dresses.
cool.
It was awesome.
So vibrant, so colorful. There were so many favorites. It's hard to kind of narrow it down to just one or two, but all the music too. You can always kind of tell who's coming as soon as you hear the music. Lots of horses and animals. So many kids too. That was one thing talking to Kaylee with Cochrane and Area Event Society. She said that over the years, she's really noticed that all the people who participate in the parade, they're starting to bring more and more family members as well. So lots of little kids going and handing out candies and waving from vehicles. So that's pretty fun.
Even myself, we watched from the balcony, and then I ran to catch up with Cochrane Now, and I jumped in and was riding in the back of the truck, and kids just started joining me, I got my kids, their friends, and by the end we had 6 kids in the back of the truck waving and all that stuff. But that's what the parade should be about, right?
Yeah.
To kids, this is the coolest thing in the world, and it really is. And I'm really excited for next year because I think a lot of the businesses that we've grown so much in the business sector. A lot of businesses maybe over the years didn't see the strength of this parade, but it really showed on Monday. And you got to imagine.
If we were going to have a float here at Cochrane Now, first of all, I don't even know how we would build a float because we don't know how to build an outhouse. But what do you think we should have on our float?
I was talking about that because for Cubs, they have this big bear that they put on their outhouse. They put on their truck, and it's iconic. And
you just know it's for Cubs when you see it.
Do you think a radio tower? But then you might think it has an oil rig, right? They kind of look similar.
That's true.
A microphone, but how do you build that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we need a mascot here at Cochrane now.
And we've talked about that before as well. Like, what kind of mascot should Cochrane get, right? Like, your mind kind of goes to Man of Vision. So would you get
like a horse? Yeah.
Right. But you don't want to also be like a caricature of the Man of Vision, because I've thought of that before. Like, the inflatable guy, spray paint him copper. But then, like, is that disrespectful?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to go there if you don't. Yeah. I don't know.
Like horse, cow.
I don't
know. But we're not ranching.
But maybe like a DJ riding a horse or something.
Nice. A mountain?
I don't know. Maybe this is something we should be asking the audience.
Oh, yes.
Right? We should do a poll.
Nice.
Our next contest.
Yeah, and then Cochrane's going to pick the worst possible thing, and you and I will have to wear it.
Probably,
so that's really awesome. But, man, the parade was a complete blast. And, of course, it led right back into kids going back to school. Like, the end of summer is just such like a stop. Back to real life. School has started, and the bane of my existence is these kids' lunches.
Tell me about it. I've had to pack 3 so far, and I'm over it already.
They've changed. I don't know about you. Growing up, like, my mom put a lot of work into my lunches, but it didn't seem like you need every color. My wife looks over my lunches when I'm done them. She's like, "Oh, honey, you missed the red vegetable." It's like,
true.
Oh.
It has to be a rainbow of colors.
Yeah.
So,
but
really?
why?
So you guys have like a double check in your house?
Yeah, because like I guess I'm not good. I'm not preparing these.
I mean, I can appreciate that. The odd time my husband packs lunches, which doesn't happen very often. I mean, to be fair, he does a lot of other things in the house. But the odd time he does it, I usually have to go in there and rearrange and like add things. And
like, what happened to the day of just like, here's a lukewarm pizza pop kid and a juice box. Good luck.
No,
don't starve.
I honestly think you'd get a call from the principal.
Really?
I
like,
think so.
You think the teachers are walking around being like, unzip your bag? Oh,
yeah. You
only
don't have
one protein?
You need at least like 3 of the 5 food groups in your lunch. I think that's like mandatory now.
No.
And you can't have, like, of course, you can't have like any nuts or soy products.
Yeah,
or like, there's a whole list of allergens that you can't have in there now.
Yeah.
But and like you were saying that even you can't have plastic products at all.
Yeah. My kids got a note back saying, hey, like, any garbage, please take it home with you. And it's also like, okay, but that is just going into the garbage.
Right? Oh, yeah. Like, so my kids have bento boxes. So I make sure anything pre-packaged, I like empty it all out and put the stuff right in there. But then all the garbage is just in my garbage at home. So it's going in the garbage anyway.
Isn't there a famous content creator here in Cochrane who is known for lunches and bentos and stuff?
Oh, for sure. I follow her on social media. Yeah. Great ideas. But then I'm always like, that seems like a lot of work.
And then you like Julianne the carrots and make a little happy face. And then the kids come home and they've eaten none of it.
I know. That's true. Lots of times if you put a lot of effort in, then there's just not worth all of the effort.
Yeah. So yes, your kids go to school, so it's free childcare. But yes, you also need fancy lunches.
But I want to know, what age can they start putting a lunch together, and they're going to put like healthy food in?
Not a chance.
Never? Not even
through high school.
Yeah, probably not.
Cash. Right? I'm looking forward to the day where you could be like, I was too lazy last night. Here's $10. Would that be enough for lunch? Do you need $20 now?
But then even in high school in Cochrane, like, you have to travel to go buy stuff.
Maybe if you stay in like boring old Bow Valley in Cochrane High, we could walk wherever we wanted.
Walk down the hill
exactly.
Yeah, that's
all
true.
All the nutritious choices here in town. Yes. But also, Holy Spirit opened their brand new school up in Fireside, and they have an open house September 13th. So the next Tuesday.
Week?
That makes sense. But is it weird if your kids have no intention? Like, my kids wouldn't go there. It's the furthest possible school from me. Not the most religious family in the world. Would it be weird just to walk through? Like, it's a top of the line brand new school.
It looks gorgeous. I don't think that's weird. It's like going to an open house when one of your neighbors has their house for sale.
Oh, yeah.
To be a little bit snoopy because you're curious.
And they're like asking you all these questions and you're like, yeah, no, we're looking to buy.
Yeah, exactly. I feel that's maybe a bit more invasive than looking at a school.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's cool.
Let's just go walk around.
I think it's cool. It's a new building in town, and you never know when you're going to go for an event there. Like, there might be a community something held there where you need to go there. So it looks gorgeous. Why not check it out? Right?
No, and they've kind of been like, I haven't seen many photos of the inside. or videos.
Yeah.
So you kind of need to go on the 13th.
You need to go check it out. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
And it's right next door to Fireside School, which is kind of cool. I'm interested to see the parking chaos that's going to happen.
Oh my gosh,
now
there's
with
a
the
lot of
two schools.
townhouses in that area.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's on this road with a bunch of townhouses where everybody already parks on the street.
Yeah.
So you've already got that with all of the parking and lack of parking. And now you got two schools and you got all the kindergarten parents picking up their kids at like 10:20 each morning.
But
and
you
school
got to
buses.
think, is any school awesome for parking here in town? Maybe the tri-school?
Yeah, but then you got to get in and out of that road.
Yeah, right?
Ugh.
Because
construction
Glenbow,
now.
houses across the street,
Yeah.
right? No street parking. Ranchview, houses across the street.
That's
Fireside, like Manachabin, Mitford.
Mitford
has all the houses
Yeah,
too, though.
But it's slightly better, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's true.
Right? Like, do you need like underground parking for a school here in town?
You might. Yeah.
Let's build a school.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's easy.
Why not,
The new
right?
one apparently up in Sunset, the one that's going like just beyond north, is apparently going to have quite a bit of land. So
In, like,
maybe they're going to have
2055?
Yeah, exactly, right. Whenever that possibly is. But yeah, Fireside is now open and Fireside could win. They've moved forward to the next round of our Best Neighborhood Showdown. This is a big contest going on up on CochraneNow.com and our radio station and all that stuff. And it is so much fun. And this year's a little bit different because last year when we launched this, our plan was to have the party in the winning neighborhood. But the party isn't realized until the day before.
Oh, totally.
So let me tell you, we had thousands of people up in River Song, Riviera, the Willows won last year. And we planned that in 24 hours. We're calling food trucks. Hey, this is where it is. Hey, Bouncy Castle guy. Hey, cotton candy lady. Like, it's not the easiest thing to do.
It really wasn't. So we at least knew. So we had basically gone to all the different neighborhoods and staked out which park we were going to hold a party if that neighborhood had won.
And there was a few parks that were like, please, neighborhood, do not win.
Exactly. Hopefully this neighborhood doesn't win because this is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
And then we already had like all the food trucks and all the people on standby. And we said, this is the date. This is the time.
Somewhere.
And then, someplace here in Cochrane. We just don't know yet. We'll let you know. And they, not going to lie, I don't think that they love that idea because they didn't really know where it was going to be. And we couldn't tell people where it was going to be because we just didn't know. We had no idea.
Yeah.
So this year, of course, we've teamed up with BGC Cochrane and area. So we know the time, we know the location, we know who's coming. We just don't know the winning neighborhood.
Yes.
So all of Cochrane is welcome to come, which is fantastic. It's open to everyone. But the winning neighborhood, they still get to brag about being the winning neighborhood and they get extra incentive because they got extra prizing.
Some pretty cool prizing coming in. We haven't revealed it yet, but like close to $1,000. But it's cool teaming up with BGC because there was a lot of questions like, hey, Lauren, do you know how to face paint? Because but BGC knows how to do that.
I don't think that we would ever be able to have a party again if anybody got
Here,
me to face
kid, you're a
paint.
cat, maybe.
The kid would run away crying.
Right, just whiskers on everyone. That's all you get.
It would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
And
And
we know how to make cotton candy, though. You got to give us some credit here.
we made cotton candy. I don't know if we know how to make cotton candy.
No one complained.
No one got super sick. I'm sure
that we know of.
Yeah, right. I'm sure if you could give food poisoning with cotton candy, they would have gotten it from us. So,
the lineup was long though. All the kids loved the cotton candy. It worked out.
But that's going down September 16th, and it really feels like Cochrane is back to normal life again. The traffic's nuts. People are back to work. Kids are back to school. And of course, sports have also started. So I hope you don't enjoy having dinner at a normal time because that's not something. But that's everything going on in Cochrane right now. You can grab this podcast on all your favorite services. And of course, catch it up on CochraneNow.com. And until next week, have a good one.